Hello guys, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to teach you about functions that takes arguments and return any value. So what is the meaning of the return value from the function? So for example, let's say this function that is taking as argument any value and the code to execute, and here is a return statement. So when we make the function call to this function, then the control moves to the function and inside these closing and opening curly braces. So this is called the body of the function. So when this function will be called, the body of the function will be executed. So the statements that will be inside the body will be executed. So when we use return statement inside the function, this means that we want to return any value from this function to the function call. When this return statement will be executed, so this means that this value will be returned to the function call. So this function call will be replaced by the value that will be returned from this function. Now I'll make here a function, then you will easily understand the meaning of the return value from the function. So let's see, here is a function that is named as sum, and it will take two arguments, that the num1 and the num2. That will take two integers or two decimal points and will return the sum of these two variables. So I'm gonna use here return num1 plus num2. So this means that return num1 plus num2 means that this function will take two integer values or two decimal point values as argument and will return the sum of these two numbers. So here I'm gonna make a function call to this function, that is sum, and here I'll pass two values. For example, let's say these two values I'll pass to this function. When this function will be called, these two values will be passed to this function as arguments, and then this function will return the sum of these two values. When the function will return the sum of these two values, the result will be replaced by this function call. So then I'll save the sum inside a variable that is named as sum, and here I'll use echo statement to display the sum on the web page. So I'm going to write here sum of numbers is, and here I'll write the name of this variable that contains the sum of these two numbers. Now I'm going to save the file, refresh this page in web browser. Now you can see that sum of numbers is 50. So this function is taking two arguments and returns the sum of these two numbers. We can also pass here decimal point values. For example, let's see here. Now I'm going to save the file, refresh the page. Here you can see that sum is 50.61. So this function will return the value that will be replaced by this function call. Then this value that will be returned will be assigned or initialized to this variable sum, and then we can use echo statement to display the result on the web page. So hopefully guys, you have understood that how we can pass arguments to the values and how functions can return values. So thanks for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in the next tutorial.